videos about bench form technique, some tips that might help your bench press, and I've had some questions come in since then about squats. So I'm gonna start doing some videos about squat. Please know that I am not an expert. My squat is still something that I'm working on every single training session. But this is some stuff that I have learned from other great coaches that I think could be helpful to you. The first video that I'm going to do today is about setting yourself up under the bar the correct way. This is actually where you're setting yourself up for a really strong squat. A lot of the issues that I see with clients or other lifters during their squat could be avoided and completely eradicated if you learn to set yourself up under the bar and walk out correctly. So I'm going to talk you through that today.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is your hand placement on the bar in the squat. You want to place your hands about shoulder width apart, just outside your shoulders. Some people have more shoulder flexibility to hold it closer. Some people have less shoulder flexibility, so they have to hold it out a little bit wider. You can do a thumbless grip, or you can wrap your thumb around. Some people just hold onto it with a couple fingers, but you want to have it where you feel like it can be really stable and secure. So the next thing we're going to talk about is your bar placement on your back. You can do a high bar position and hold the bar right about your traps. You can do a mid bar position, or you can do a low bar position right above your posterior deltoids. Whichever position you choose, you want to make sure that you are using this opportunity to really brace your upper back. Think of it almost as if you're trying to bring your triceps into your lats. They may not actually touch, that's okay, but you want to really make sure that you're engaging all of the muscle in your upper back to brace and pull that bar into yourself. You don't want to pull it down and do an unnecessary lat pull down, but you do want to have a nice tight upper back. Once your upper back is ready, you can take your big breath, brace your core, and bring your hips underneath you to stand up. You want to make sure that you are standing straight up so that you're not adding pressure to your low back. Now we're going to talk about the walkout. We want to keep it to a minimum of 2 to 3 steps. This keeps us from wasting any energy and being under a heavy load longer than we need to be. It's important to maintain that breath and keep your brace in your core throughout the lift. If you are squatting with a belt, you should be bracing hard and creating as much intra-abdominal pressure as possible against that belt. If you are wearing a belt, you want to maintain a little bit of space between yourself and the belt. You should be able to fit 2 or 3 fingers in between your body and the belt. You want to be able to push against the belt and create as much intra-abdominal pressure as possible. So if you have it super, super tight where it's just squeezing you, I see people who jack it up on the rack like this all the time and try to get it as tight as possible, but you're not really giving yourself enough room to brace against the belt properly. So it should never be that tight. I hope this video was helpful, and I wish you all happy squats.